Hello YouTube. Tonight I think I'll talk about bushcraft projects. What I mean by bushcraft projects, I'll show you this axe first. This is an very old axe, probably we're talking about 70 years. This axe head belonged to my grandfather. I found it, and I think that is a very good bushcraft little axe, because we have in one tool two different axes. What I mean, primarily, this axe, I don't know if you can see, is meant to split wood. Is very thick in this area, but the blacksmith made, I don't know if you can see, probably you can now, from his tools he made this shape of the axe head, of the blade, that is very thin in this area, and you can see how thin it is in this area. So with this part we can very easy split wood that we need to split. With this part we can very easy cut the wood that we need to cut. Practically we have two type of axes in only one axe head. As I said, this axe head is very old. I find it, I restore it, but not to be shiny. I want to keep the patina on it. Is polished now, but it keep a little bit of rust, a little bit of aging. Now I try it. We can shave with it. It's very sharp, and I use it. It's a very good bushcraft axe. Bushcraft little axe. It's very light. It's very nimble. It's a good axe. Short. The project went on, and I needed to make a mask for the axe. I made it myself from leather. I cut it. I cut the leather along the shape of the axe. I added a welt. I sew it, stain it, and we have now this type of mask for the axe that is very practical. It's not very beautiful. I did not mean it to be very beautiful. I did not mean it to be an exceptional artwork, but it is practical, it is usable, and protects my stuff from the cutting blade of the axe, and also the blade of the axe. The securing of this mask is very simple. A leather strap that slide into a round hole, and is very simple to operate. Also very simple to get off, to eliminate the possibility to dangle, that this end of the strap dangle. We also can put it like this, and in this moment we have a piece of leather strap that is very secure, very tightly kept on the axe head. Also, I will make a protective collar from leather, because I'm not an axe expert, and probably I will chip the handle. And the handle is a very beautiful one, and I do not want to spoil it by hitting the wood with it. So I will make a leather collar, and also I will make a leather loop that let me wear it on my belt, because as I said, is a very light axe. That's it about this axe. And also I wanted to have a knife that I can use for batoning without any problem. The knife is custom made from one of the smiths in our very area. I give him the instructions, and he made the blade from carbon steel. The blade have 90-degree spine, a very good blade, very sharp one. Probably I can shave with it, I don't know, let's see. Yes, without any problem, the blade shaves, and is very thick. We're talking about 5.5 millimeters. Is very thick. Is I think a knife that can be drive very easy through the wood, and a knife that can split wood with ease. Why I said that? Because the blade is the grind is very slowly descending, and we have this part that is very thick, so practically the splitting of the wood is done by this part of the knife, not by the blade. So I think this knife will be a very good splitting, a very good splitter. And this is another of my projects. Why? Because I only have the blade right now, and I wanted to do the handle and also the sheath myself. This is for me is a challenge, because I never done a knife handle. My thought, my idea was to make a stacked leather handle, and I have also this very decorative piece of metal that will go inside this screw, and probably I will obtain a workable handle for my knife. Obviously, if I cannot do what I want to do, I will send the knife back to the smith to put a knife on this, put a handle on this knife. But I will try, I will do my best to make a handle, an usable handle for this this knife. The knife, as I said, is very beautiful. The knife is very is not too heavy, is not too bulky, is not practically as a dimension. Probably you can see it better like this. I think is in the range of bushcraft knives. The blade is 12 centimeter long, approximately, approximately 3 centimeter wide, tall, and 5.5 centimeter wide. The blade have a very good shape. We can use it to dig in wood, and I think that will be a very good bushcraft knife. The time will tell if I am right, and only if I am able to make that leather handle that I talked to you about. And that's it for today. Why I showed you this two piece of equipment? Because, as I said, I value very much the things that we can do ourselves. Obviously, the knife I cannot do myself. The same thing goes for the axe head, but we can do the handle, we can do the sheath, we can do the protection, we can do the belt loop. Also for the knife we can do the handle, we can do the sheath, we can do the sheath that works in every way that we want to carry, and the satisfaction is bigger than when we use tools that we are making when we use tools bought from manufacturers. This one is custom made, is made as I wanted to be from my instructions. It's not something that I bought. It's not an idea of someone that that is forced to me, because I cannot buy anything else, and I am forced to buy a knife that is a good knife, but I do not like it very much. Now, with this knife, with this project, is a knife that I like, is a knife that I think I can use it very, very well, and is a knife that I will love it probably. Only thing that is a little off for me is that we have this very, very thin tip, but that is not a very big problem, because I will not use the knife as a pry bar, and also I will use it for batoning, but not for batoning the very thick pieces of wood, because, as I said, I am not an adept to this technique. I prefer to use an axe, but this knife will be used when I'm hiking, when I'm traveling very light and I do not have an axe with me. When I will have on me only a blade saw, I will make the frame on the field, and for splitting the wood I will use this knife, and also for lighting the fire, because, as I said, we have a 90-degree spine here. That's all for today. I hope that you like what I show you. I hope that you will say what you think about my projects. I am open for suggestions, especially regarding the handle for the knife. I never done this. I have an idea, a vague idea. I probably change it along the way, but I want to do it myself. I want to do it my way. Obviously, if my way is not the right way, I am very glad for that. That will point me into the right direction. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. A good weekend to you all.